Welcome back, y'all. It's time for some more Xanadu next. It's been a minute since I've been able to sit down and put some time into this bad boy. Been working on a lot of other side projects. Finally got that long game review video I've been teasing forever out to. So it's a little bit of that, a little bit of a spring vacation. So happy to be getting back to a little bit of our Xanadu next lifestyle here. I did do a little bit of offline investigating to figure out kind of how that forest works. So we were running around in the last episode, the Treachier Woods, Treacherous Woods, whatever you want to call them. I do have a better idea of how to tackle that area now. So I think that's what we're going to try and get done in this episode. Taking a look here. Looks like we're pretty good. We have a little bit too much. Oh, can sell that. Let's go do that real quick. We're pretty sure, pretty sure we are all... Yeah, I think we're all squared away on everything else we need. Flaming Scimitar. We can put that back because we already had. I didn't realize we had Searing Blade. So let's maybe give that back to our sister. One thing that is interesting is this. Yeah, Berserk. One thing that is interesting is so I did a little bit of. When I was trying to figure out what's going on with that, I was kind of just flipping through a guide. And it seems like we should have bumped more into Agnes, who was the girl who kind of like helped us out at the beginning. I think we were going to bump into her at the end of this woods, but it seems like she was able to sell you other items. But I mean, we ran all around the maze / ruins right outside, and we didn't run into her. I feel like we did a lot of backtracking, didn't run into her. So maybe I'm just missing something. If you know more than I do, definitely feel free to leave a comment. But so far, I haven't seen anything. I think I read that there's... And honestly, what was also weird about what I was reading was it seemed like the guide might be for maybe the PSP version. I'm trying to remember what would be the fastest way to get to. I think we can just go through the front. Because, yeah, we're just going up straight here. Maybe there is a better way to get to the woods, but this seems most efficient right now. Yeah, it seemed like there was some sort of item she could give you that would improve the number of keys you got or something like that from your bones, but we have not bumped into her since the last time we saw her, to be honest. But I'm not terribly worried. We're kind of doing this on our own time, in our own way. I believe we are going to need the spectacles, though, here. Which one of these is the spectacles? Did I accidentally... Did I store the spec... Why do I think that I'm... stored the... Why would I have stored the spectacles in my chest? Hold, please. Why would I have done that? Comment below if you know why I would have done that. You can tell I'm a little bit rusty. It's all good. This is we're just here for a good time, not for a long time. Alright. Yeah, I don't know why I put those in there. I don't need this axe either. This, I don't know what Clear Mind does. It sounds like, honestly, these crowns look like they might be a little bit better in there, but... I don't know if we need this either, to be honest. Alright, we should be good now. Interesting. She had a little bit to say. Do we have anything for... Nothing for story time right now. Looks like story time we gotta We'll have to pick up some stuff. I know that's everybody's most coveted time. All right, let's actually start this episode. Let's get out there. All right, so... Yep, we're going to exit. The useless guard who has no idea. Clover Ruins. Okay, so they are called the Clover Ruins in this one. Yeah, she's supposed to be... Let's just do... I know I said we're going to start, but let's do one quick check. Because I did swear that... Yeah, we don't have anywhere else thus far to teleport to. I did not mean to do that. Let's switch this out to Ignition Blaze. That actually was super, super useful in the ruins, so we don't have any spells equipped. Let's also, just in case, we'll put... We're going to put... What does the ring do again? I don't think we need any boxes for right now. We're going to put you there. I'll have to remember this, because this is definitely one of those frozen people. I forgot that this was here. But no Agnes so far. I don't remember her being... This is like... I remember going over to the right. And that's just like 100 gold or something, 20 gold. Yeah, and if we go over there... I'm just going to do a quick check. Just a quick check. I'm like super, super sure, though, we haven't seen her in any capacity. All right, this is the entrance to the ruins, which leads us out the other side if we go. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. I have a feeling... I mean, it's quite possible that it's some sort of trigger. Oh, we can't go back that way. I'm goofing. While we're goofing, though, let's switch to this weapon. Just while we're running through here. Get a little bit of its... Oops. I wish there was a way to close this menu. Now clicking on it. Let's get a little bit of XP on the sword while we're running through the easy mobs. So we can put it back in the bank and get its weapon skill. Yeah, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, so we may have just missed some sort of triggering event to get Agnes to appear. Or maybe it's just not in this version of the game. I think this was like... I forget where I originally saw. I think it was like for the N-Gage or something. Or maybe it was like a PSP port, or I forget. But this game was on some other console that was not what I expected it to be. Alright. She's not over here, right? No. Yeah, I'm not seeing any, what was this again? More of the Endless Maze? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's from what I read, it seemed like she has some sort of shop available. And then you could buy, I don't know, it could just be that maybe we missed like the first thing, and we'll see her here after we get through this maze. A little bit of free money, just getting a little bit of XP as we get back in here. As I'm recording this, I am happy to report that it seems like we're done with Ghostwire Tokyo. If you haven't checked out the finale of that, I think it's worth your time. If you watch the entire series, I think it's definitely worth. When did I pick that up? Oh, that's the shield. That's my other shield. Gotcha. It's two-handed. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I think it's worth watching. How much XP did that give us? 17%? Could be worse. Let's put the big boy back on. Alright, and put our spectacles on for a moment. I like the sound it makes. Alright. Yeah, happy to be done with that. This looks like... This should be a teleporter now. Do I gotta put the fire crystal on? Ah. See, that's what a week of not playing does. It opens your eyes. Okay, sweet. So now we have an entrance there. That makes it a lot easier. So I guess, yeah, that is how you activate all those. Very interesting. All right, that will make life a little bit easier, although it's not a terribly far run from here to the other area. But let's see. Okay. I think we can figure this out here. So the question is, we come in here. You're gonna have to forgive me because as I am doing this, I want to make sure we get through it in one shot this time. So I think you can go one. So this is room 1, 2, 3. Just have to be careful on these guys because maybe we... I forget. So certain numbers of these guys are like very, very strong and other ones are not. The new axe, though, does look like it's helping in that regard, though. I can't remember if we got more. All right. So this is room 3. All right. So this should take us to 13. And these are the easy lizard men. These are the ones from like the beginning of the ruins. I'm paralyzed. That did take a lot of damage, so we should prioritize these guys. They explode. I just gotta watch out for their lightning attack. Very nice. Ooh, 350. Yeah, you really pick up money here quickly. Definitely seems like a good area to farm if we need the money. Okay. So now... none of these areas lead back to where we would expect. The real question is how to get to the last one. Let's see. Alright, I'm already confused. So this is now room 12. Okay. I am looking at like a map because we spent so much time here last time. What's funny though is it's not helping me whatsoever. I don't think there's a way into this room here. There's nothing over here in the middle. But we can come down maybe, I think? Nope. That just put us back up top, which is very confusing, right? We just walked down here and then it immediately brought us back north. That doesn't do much for us. Walking left, I'm pretty sure is just going to bring us back to the beginning. Yes, it does. Okay. Okay. We're just gonna... Alright, the map was supposed to try and help me. It is not helping me whatsoever. This is gonna bring me, yeah, back to... Most of these rooms bring you back to 1. We're definitely going to come out of this richer. Those are the harder lizard men, for sure. Alright. We go north. I don't think there's... Okay, these are definitely the much, much harder ones. We want to be careful with those. And I don't think... Oh, is that far enough? Oof. Just barely. Do they always explode? This is definitely going to take us back to, yeah, room 1. Okay. I feel like we've tried every combination. I really do, but we're clearly missing something here. There's nothing here. Unless maybe you have to kill all these guys? That doesn't seem right? Let's see. F1. Elder Lizardman. Maybe I gotta take out these. Maybe we do have to kill these guys. There's a chance I didn't kill them in the last episode. Another blow up. Such a good spell. Hack on them. Another one down. Okay, I'll take the miss. Oof. Missing quite a bit on him. This is Wall of Fire, right? A little free damage there. Oof. Oof. Okay, more fire. There we go. Okay. Not what I was trying to do. Oh, absolutely not what I was trying to do. Hey, oh, man. And then we... Okay. Interesting that they didn't respawn. I don't think there's any new fake walls in here. I guess what we have to do is we need to get to room 15 or room 6. Okay, so we gotta get to room 15, which we can get to through via room 14, which is this way. Wait a minute. How did I not figure that out in the first place? That was so straightforward. I'm so confused, and then we just come out this way. Huh. Alright, well, I'm not... Maybe I did. I have no idea. I feel like we did not have to do that. So then... I must go left. Okay. See, we did it. It only took some mindless meandering. Hope you enjoyed that. Alright, so maybe this is... Okay, it's all coming together. What's this? There she is. Okay. Yeah, we haven't seen her in forever. There was a statue of similar craftsmanship in the place we met before. This has the same level of detail, it seems. If I had a way to take this back, it'd fetch a nice sum. Say, what's your interest in Castle Strange Rock anyway? I suppose as a knight you just want to obtain the sacred sword, no? Come now, since we're partners, surely you can confide in me. Yeah, the girl we haven't seen in like 8 hours. What about me? I've got my reasons. Great conversation. Okay, see, this is what I thought. So she does have stuff you can buy. And we just had kind of missed it. So she can sell you bones. Would you be interested in buying this super useful knife I discovered in the ruins? I'll give you the bone. Okay, so here's this bone carving net I was reading about, yes. Very nice. So I think that allows us to... Let's see, how about a heal potion in for 300 gold? That seems like a bit much, right? 2 bones for 200? Yeah, right. Alright, the knife seemed like it was useful, so this does line up. My main purpose is actually... I better not say. Alright, well, she's been useless other than that one knife. But we have plenty of healing potions. Maybe it's worth getting another one. I think we're okay right now. The earnest-looking statue seems to be holding its hands in prayer yet. I'm not really quite sure what's going on with all these frozen people thus far. I would say, though, that they are some strange-looking rocks. But I'm sorry. Alright, at least that answers the mystery of why we haven't been bumping into her, and maybe that's what I was reading about. But it looks like we're back on track. Kind of like any RPG, the first... It's always tough getting back into it after a little bit of a break. That wasn't too bad. I'm curious why I wasn't able to figure out my way through those woods. I guess you just... taking a look at an overview definitely helped. Alright, so we need to put back on our magic ring, I believe, or is it? Yeah. Now, what do we think? Okay, so I'm guessing, yep, just a little easy puzzle here. I've been playing this other game called Boxes. I got it for free in another Humble Bundle. And it's just like a series of, it kind of looks like, I think it's like a Unity game or something. Not that that really means anything nowadays. There's a ton of really high quality games made in Unity. Winged boots. Ah. Interesting. Interesting. That seems like it could be very useful. Paralytic state, poison state. Let's try these bad boys out. What is that? Malefic. Oh, the superior bone knife. That seems like it solves. It seems like that solves our problem of having to sell bones back to the person for keys. And we can just carve them directly into one key. I guess it depends because yeah, maybe there's something to be said there. But there we go. Okay, there's probably some stuff now we can go back and get, but we'll leave that for another time. I wish there was a safe. I'm gonna put potions back on there for now. But yeah, Boxes is pretty cool. It's just kind of what it sounds like. It's a whole bunch of like just like little puzzles. You have to like slide different levers, open up different hatches, kind of solve quick little puzzles, and you slowly open up like these more mysterious and entrancing boxes. It's kind of cool. It's definitely like a very chill game. Good one just to kind of mindlessly click while you're listening to a podcast or watching a YouTube video in the background. All right. Doesn't look like there's much here. I'm a little concerned now with secret rooms and the like. Haven't really found one other than the one we found at the bottom of the maze. I don't know if that's a super prevalent thing in this game. Alright, this seems like what I would... Oh, great, here we go. Let's see how much damage he does. F2. Let's get a little bit of firewall on. Chimera zombie. Alright, he doesn't take damage from fire. Good to know. Hopefully that doesn't mean... Oh, we need to get one hit. Okay, it takes 40. And okay, looks reasonable. I hope that my... Let's see... Did they not take any damage from that? Try it again. Okay, oof. Okay, that was much more. We're gonna heal up. If I do one of these, does it hurt them? Yes, it does. Okay, and at least it gives him a stagger. We can get it there. All right. This is going to be a slow one. This is a Dark Souls boss. Oof. All right. I'm a little worried about our sword or our axe not doing optimal damage because it's fire. But we're also gaining proficiency on it during this fight, so... I don't know if I kill these guys if ads come back. We'll find out. We'll leave one, if we can, intentionally for a little while. So 3 hits, back off, poison breath. Alright, so it looks like we got a poison on him. Oof, big poison. That's... Oh, there we go, and some crits. Maybe we should... It's probably a little... It looks like we're going to be alright. But it does look like a sneak attack would have been a good one to equip here. That poison dot doing work. Alright, just want to stay behind him. I like his snake arms. Come on, pathing. There she is. Not too hard, 1 pot. Oh, we get an elixir from that? That's like the resurrection thing? Yeah, I believe so. Nice, we can probably put a couple of those back in our chest now. I've just started playing off-screen the first Ninja Gaiden in the Master Collection, and man, what a freaking hard game. That gives you, it starts off the game with like a revival talisman, and it's like, you're really not supposed to use it because they're super expensive, but I like was in the middle of one boss and just did not feel like going back and trying to beat it again, and ended up using it, and I looked back at the price and I'm like, oh, I should have saved that for like way later in the game because it is not efficient to buy those. But what are you gonna do? Fun game though, super fun. It's way harder, like you guys probably know I'm not crazy about super hard games of that nature, but it's actually pretty fun. All right, is that our boy Dvorak or whatever? Is it thee I see approaching? Yep, Dvorak. If you had made it this far, 'twould seem your skills have grown. You gonna push me off the bridge Mufasa style? Or a Scar style, I guess? This is fortuitous, knight. I have something of which I wish to say. Regarding the actions which brought thee to death's edge, I wish to express my utmost regret. Oh God, I cannot speak when I am playing this game. It's so odd. Swordsmen, such as us, need give our all, else we risk being unable to win. If one is strong, they win. Weak, they lose. The timid do not last in our world. Thy hesitation brought about your fall. That is all there is to it. Should thy resolve waver anew, I shall cut you down countless times. Even were not me, someone else would mete out your defeat. So you're saying you killed me because somebody else would have? If thee wish to claim thyself a knight, live and show me the valor of your words. If you prove unable to do so, then cast aside the title of knight. Alright, not quite sure what. That was a little rude. Saying I'm not a real knight. Come on, dude, I'm like the last of the knights, and you were like frozen or some crap. Alright, so this is the backside of Eaglet Mountain, it looks like. Alright, so I'm guessing... Bada bing, bada boom. Man, we are getting so good at this game. Seriously though, with RPGs, you gotta stick on these things, man. There's so many things. This is a particularly interesting one. It's just so old school. I love it. You gotta keep on it, otherwise there's no way I would remember any of this stuff. Alright, I would like to get a save in at some point. I would love to get a little save-a-roni. Can I even come in here? Lovely. Oh, you know what? What am I saying? We can teleport back now. I guess I could have just teleported. Oh, my camera's flipper-ode. I could have just teleported back to the town, but at least we're getting some movement options. It's interesting that the Eaglet Mountain teleports on the backside. And maybe they're just kind of assuming you get used to it with time. Ah, my favorite. Yes, thank you. Alright, let's anything? Not too much money. The boots. Let's I'm gonna throw one of these elixirs just into our chest. And maybe one of the 600, 500, 400. Let's throw the 600 in there. And one of these elixirs. The small health pots might come. This knife might come in handy. The crowns I'm not sure about. I'm really not sure if those are going to be needed. I feel like we can leave those in here. I'm going to do it. Oh, we can't. Never mind. So I guess you can't. You do need them. Anything else here? No, I guess we're good. Nothing so far. Alright, let's head back. Dun, 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 dun. Another save just because it makes me feel good. Alright. Where'd we go? Well, I am curious if we're high enough in terms of our damage. It does seem like like I said, small stats make a massive difference. It's kind of just like flat scaling, it seems like. I wonder if Eaglet Mountain is low enough where we can maybe try and crank out a couple of these proficiency levels. Man, there's nowhere on this side. Ow. Alright, definitely not looking like that is the... Oh, yeah, actually, it might be. I forgot. Let's take Searing Blade off. We'll put Sneak Attack on instead. Yeah, and this one. Okay, so that is the skill. It's just an in parameter. That's probably going to be useful for some boss at some point. And yeah, like, fire heals these guys. Not the best in terms of what I am trying to do, to say the least. I don't know how proficiency works. We'll just grind out these guys, hopefully without dying. Alright, never mind. How much proficiency did that give us? 7%? Is it worth our time? I don't know. I don't know. We need to get to 100%. Interesting mechanic in this game. Interesting mechanics, to say the least. Having to come back and... I wish there was a way for me to see without clicking onto the weapon. Yeah, probably the best way to do this... Here, let's do this. Just so I don't forget, I'm going to quickly grind this up to 100. And switch to... the other Guardian Spirit. Just to get into the habit of doing it, because I just have a feeling that this passive skill is going to be important at a later date. So, when you rejoin me, I'll have that done for you real quick, so you don't have to watch me grind. We'll be right back. Alright. Welcome back. I have... make sure I have my sword equipped. I should have put it away, but we got the skill from that guy. The Mind to Get. It's interesting, too, why the map cuts. Oh, yes, we need to take off the fire thing. I was grinding in the skeleton area. Let's do... some of these are probably pretty good to keep. Plunder never seems like a bad one. I'll just put sneak attack on for now. I also think that there are some... definitely some magic skills are probably missing that would be useful. I think there's like some level... oh my gosh. There's some very good level 3 ones I don't think I have yet. Oh, and I forgot to switch back to my other Guardian. It's okay. This one needs to get leveled up anyways. The other one's already at a good one anyways. A good level. Okay, for these guys though, kinda hurting. Wonder if... oop, let's not screwed pooch already. These guys kind of suck. Alright, let's, oh, man, already chunking through these potions. Be a little more careful on these attacks. There's our sneak attack doing work. Getting good XP. Huh, we're not even at skill get for this. So let's do, let's put ice level 2 here. We'll switch to that guy. Should be a little bit more helpful. Now, that's interesting. I wonder if I do... do you see that? Maybe I'm crazy? It looks like it's hitting that area. Maybe I gotta... drop this on there? There we go. Okay, another little secret. I thought I spotted something. And maybe spectacles. Ah. Look at that. What do we get? You gotta keep an eye out for that type of stuff. That's using your brain. Lightning level 1 spell. Don't we already have that? We have thunder. Okay. What's the difference? I guess kind of like ignition. It's like the big blasty boy. All right. Let's take these off. What do we have in place of there? Paralytic state. Yeah, equipment system in this game is interesting. We got to keep an eye out for that type of stuff. The camera though doesn't move, so it kind of gives it away. All right. So let's boom, boom, boom. We want to get as much XP as we can. A level here will definitely be helpful. We're gaining good XP. Ugh, double 40 is not great, though. Doing good on gold, too. All right, so this connects us back down to this area. I think this is where we were trying to jump earlier. It doesn't really like us reading the tabula, yeah. All right, yeah, so this is the area we couldn't make it across. This looks like a boss area. I don't like the layout of this floor. There's going to be a lot of strafing. Alright, skill gets. Let's switch to here. Not doing a lot for us. Alright, we need to definitely heal. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna skip the stream for now. That looks kind of sucky. What do we got here? Interesting, more memoirs. Very interesting. I'm gonna drop... Let's try out that new skill. Because we need some sort of AoE. And definitely is not doing the trick with... Now, why would that have healed him is the real question. Oh, maybe because he's walking into the lava he gets healed? Oh, it does seem like it's a global paralyze, though, similar to Ignition. Let's do that. So we'll get here, here, here. We're keeping an eye on our health. Alright, so we're keeping an eye on our health. Those explode. Alright. We're definitely going to have to be careful in the future. We just blew through 3 potions. Gold's been fairly abundant, so I'm not terribly worried. And we got... what are some of these spells that you can get them in the stores, you know? And it's just like finding them kind of like in Final Fantasy or in any other RPG, right? Like finding them just saves you the money rather than actually like blocking you from the skill. Yeah, these guys need to get out of the range of the healing thing. Not crazy about that. Alright, that was a lot of needless damage, to say the least. Let's see. Do we go... Let's see what's up here. Ah, you know what? Okay, this is where we need our boots. Yes, very much. What did we have down there before? Oh, our healing potions. Let's see what we got. Definitely required. They're trying to lead you into it. I'm a little bit worried that we're going to run into a boss here at some point. Poison slime. I don't want to interact with you. These explode. Yep, they all explode. Okay. We're just doing some pathing. If we need to, we can teleport out at any point. Oh, that is not pleasant. But wasn't terribly hard to get through. Anything... Got to keep an eye out on these walls. If there's like something, like a hidden wall we can attack or something, you know? I see a room like this and I'm curious why it's laid out like this. And more of our friends. You explode? Nope. Alright. When they're alone, they're not terribly hard. You can kite them. These guys suck too. Oh, God, of course. Let's just get through them. Then we're already poisoned. Get the XP. Alright, let's, sure. Alright, we're gonna drop that there for now. Not looking great on healing. We could use one of our sister's things, but... it looks like we're actually going to have to... use one of the potions first. Let's just get through these. These are useless at this point in the game. Let's see what's over here. Alright, we'll equip one of the potato salads. You know, don't be afraid to use items in games. I always am. This is more me talking to myself, but... Alright, well, this guy looks like he might be a good candidate for a little bit of a... backstabbing fireblade. Oh, and he got paralyzed. Nice. Very nice. 200 gold. That pays us back for one of the potions. These, it's looking like these 2 areas are going to be connected here. Let's find that out. Huh. Okay, so that's interesting she's here. Yeah, because I had seen that she kind of... Maybe it's when you're running low on health, because I actually could use some stuff. That just seems like a lot. We'll buy 1, because we do need 1. Any other... Pretty potent magic potion for 2,000. No. What is that? Magic potion. Yeah, we don't need... That is really useful. But it's so far it's only been really useful for a boss, and we have 2, so. Alright, I'm gonna swap out. Oh, this is a high potion for 300, so maybe that's not a bad deal. Maybe that's, I didn't realize. No, it's the same one. It's the same one. We'll see. We shall see. But it is interesting we finally bumped into her, because I don't need to do that. Alright, we have the fire thing equipped. Let's get out of there. Let's take that off. There was the frozen guys outside. Put Force of Will back on. Interesting. 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 There's a chest down there. Could not tell you if we had gone it before. Looks... Okay, this is not going to connect. Alright. I'm going to go back real quick. I'm trying to... Oof. Alright, we don't want to fall down just yet. I wanted to see... Oh, maybe it looks like... Okay, let's take this off. I just need to be very careful. I don't want to redo this part. Maybe I just... Oh, shoot. Alright, we're just going to heal anyways. And let's put on this. And we will put this here just in case. And let's do a drop. And open. Okay, so we did need to get that. Another thing, it doesn't like to show us what it's for. Do we do an F2? Sure. Let's get in there while we can. I thought you were supposed to be paralyzed. Maybe that went off before it finished. There we go. Watch out for that. 3, 4. There we go. Oh, that one was not getting dodged. We need to be careful not to eat up all of our healing. There we go. There we go. Alright. And a bone. No, we're maxed out on bones. Let's see if we use... Maybe if we do... There we go. Okay. We're using our items. I don't see any secret passageways here. Okay, and that just leads us back out, which is... So I'm glad I went back, because we do need to do that. We are playing with fire, to say the least. We're doing okay. I hate not healing. So she's gone now. Interesting. So I guess, yeah, getting that potion was probably a good idea. Alright, let's put these bad boys back on. Climb back up. Bad boys off. We have 2 elixirs just in case. Oh, I forgot. We can teleport back to town. I don't know if the portals stay open, though, during your saves. It's okay. We, honestly, the Char's lunch is basically a healing potion. So, you don't see me. Let's see. Drop that on. Yeah, so I'm not terribly worried about using them. Alright, and then boom, boom, boom. Alright, let's just get out here. Dangerous room. No point in that. We're getting pretty close to a level, though, which we definitely want to try and grab. Oh, what is that? Scale armor +1? I believe that's what we have right now. Scale armor now. Yes. A little better. And it's a different color, which I like. And this one will sell for pretty good. So we're probably close to 5,000 gold. These guys suck. Let's take this guy out. Oh, man. Avoid that, because the poison sucks in this game. Nice. 1,000 gold. Thank you, sir. Nope, nope, nope. Just want that, and we're running. Okay, we're gonna get past this one. Let's see. We're gonna do one of these. Let's go to town on him before he hits. Maybe we can get a couple. Nope. Oh, very close. We're gonna do it one more time. Ah, oh, come on, man. After all that effort. It sucks. And I did not mean to do that. Whatever. I don't think we have another antidote. We don't. It's alright. We'll just let it burn off and heal if we need to. Oh, jeez, this is a sketchy-ass area. Let's get out of there. And that levels up our Guardian. And we probably have to hit this button up here or something. So that looks like, yeah, that looks like it leads back to there. Which I'm guessing turns that one on, turns the other jet off. That's going to be my guess at least. Great, this room's repopulated. I don't want to get repoisoned. This is not the... I want to do one of these. Very nice. Oh, God. Oh, do we give this a shot? Might be a little easier with these boots now. I have no idea. So, how does this work? Do I need a different colored ring? Doesn't look like I can push these. It does look like there's an entrance up there. What happens when I destroy this? Okay. And this is the right ring, right? So... heavy boxes, yes. I'm guessing... Let me try one thing. Maybe I can hit this once and do like a sideways jump. Maybe something like that. Right? No? Ah, okay. Interesting. He's a genius. He's a certified genioso. All right. I'm getting a little nervous. We're gonna pop one of these and go back to town before I screw something up. Let's get a little save in. I'm super curious if that stays up with the save. You think it would? You think it would? Yeah, just so we don't lose any progress. That would suck. Alright, let's sell this armor now. We're so close to leveling. I probably should have waited, honestly, until I leveled up, but I think we'll be alright. Yeah, selling that back for 2,000 is very, very nice. 140. We're sitting at 125. I'm going to go look and see if we can max out the other one with the SP-wise. Let's see. The next up is Splint Mail, which we're still a ways off from, and we need one more int, 2 more consts, so Constitution, so we'll be aiming for that here in a moment. Alright, but we're good on key. We'll grab some more keys, we'll grab some more potions. I don't think it's going to hurt to do that. I think that's the main reason I wanted to come back. And put that bad boy back on there. Put that on there. We have a lot of stuff to turn into char, so maybe we'll do that while we're here. Alright. There you go. Yep. Nothing else. I'll leave you to translate those while we run around. Okay. Okay, so they're a little bit more expensive from Agnes. Any more spells? Needle level 2. I don't think we ever picked that up, did we? How much is it? I thought I read some... Do we have Blitz? Freezing. Freezing. That's probably pretty good, but I'm going to hold on to my money just for that armor. Armor seems to be the big move. I'm going to pick up 5 of these. Alright, that feels pretty good in terms of restocking. Really should use this actually instead before I use one of these healing potions, so we'll keep that on. Resave, and I just want to make a little bit more progress on this area, just in case. Let's see, so let's go here. Do not immediately get poisoned. Alright, so that's the way we came up, and I'm guessing, yeah, so that freezing spell probably would have been useful. So we'll try, anything else particularly useful we could equip? No. I don't think so. Probably getting one of those spells is the move, but let's, yeah, like all freezing. Alright, Griffins, I have no idea what your damage potential is. Looks like we're just missing a lot. But we do need a little bit more XP. Alright, screw it. Boom. Not good for my brain. I'm probably going to have to immediately pop that. Oh my gosh. Alright, so we gotta pop that. I don't know why I'm missing so much. I wonder if there's something I can do. Alright, well, we're just going to do this again. Everybody's gonna get... There we go. At least when they're on the ground, we seem to hit them pretty well. There we go. There's the level up. We had to pop the... Jeez, an idiot. Alright, get... Well, that seemed to immediately increase our damage potential. Alright, much better. So much better. Alright, so hitting that level, as you can see, immediately just made a world of difference. Alright, let's see. So it looks like another hopping area. Was I correct? Okay. Well, another thing I'm realizing, I forgot to change my guardian. I'm a mess. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just an absolute mess. The real question is, can we use the... Alright, so we used up that, whatever. You gotta use items in the game. Is this enough? Okay. Alright. I'm, admittedly confused. I thought that would work. I'm a bit nervous now. Do we have any cheap healing? I don't want to use one of those items. Whatever. You gotta risk it for the biscuit. I don't know why that didn't work. I guess, you win some, you lose some. But we did get... Let's see, how close are we to... 2950. Maybe we'll get lucky. I would like to max out a different guy rather than this SP one. Not that I don't want to max him out. I want to use the crystal on my one that's a little bit more levels for max efficiency. Yeah, sneak attack. Honestly, when you do a little bit of kiting, definitely does a lot of damage. if it's worth just using one of those. I'm hoping that we run into a shortcut back to... Oh, man. Holy cow. Freeze you? Nope. That's scary. Alright, we don't have one of those circle tablets yet. I'm guessing this lets us down to where the treasure was earlier. Very nice. What do we got here? Is this the thing? Oh, so we did need to get that. Okay. Still a bit nervous overall. Those Minotaurs seem like damage checks. I'm not gonna lie. And I did not seem to have the damage I needed. Interesting, so I gotta go back and redo that. I'm really... Okay, and all the monsters are respawned. Oh, gosh. I need to re-equip a... Yeah, I just don't know why I can't jump over this. I thought that was the whole point of those boots. Maybe it just glitched out. Maybe it just glitched out. We already had a good level, so let's run back. Oh, crap. Well, Dark Souls style running back, avoiding the monsters on the way. I'm just trying to find a teleport back more than anything, or some sort of shortcut. Let's see. Let's get one of these skills that stuns. Drop you on there. These both stun. And let's put our health pots back on here just in case we get smacked. Okay. Oh, gosh. And there we go. Hoping this is not a boss. Very much. He seems unharmed. Abid Harma. Alright, so we don't know either of these people. Strong-looking woman. Yes, somehow. That looks like a teleport thing in the background, though, which is what we were looking for. Strong-looking woman. So all that remains is Sturm and Gandharva, too, I suppose. So I guess these are like the 7 people that were frozen in time to put away the Demon Lord that we read about in the memoirs. That's kind of seeming what it's insinuating. 'Tis quite probable that it will be only a matter of time before they open their eyes. Ah, there's some more. There's more, Beatrice. I have something I must tell you. What would that be? There are good tidings to share, but they go hand in hand with less fortunate news. Let us start with the good. Sage Theobald has confirmed the location of the princess. Alright. Truly, just where? She is God, I cannot read this font. She is in much the same state as we were, frozen in time where our last battle raged. She has been alone there, then, for centuries. How utterly heart-wrenching. Well, what, pray tell, is the bad news? It pertains to the mastermind behind our petrification, the Black Bride. That's the evil lady who paired up with the Demon Lord we read about. So she lives as well. Indeed. We must ensure we are prepared. If such is the case, we must hurry to the princess's side. Otherwise... Hey, moment, Beatrice. Who goes there? Oh, it's me. Hello. You must be the knight of whom Sage Theobald spoke. If the sacred sword is your desire, then our paths will cross with yours as you press on. You'd best take care along the way. If you will excuse me. Just going back in the awkward way I came. Whatever. What about you, homie? Alright. What you got to say to me? Oh, you must be quite the promising young man. Theobald seems to put a great deal of stock in your ability. But do not go forth blindly, knight. Know that you are already entrapped within the entropy. Everything shall soon reach a peak, even the fates of those frozen in time. So you're just going to repeat that? Alright. Now we can... This is exactly what I was hoping for. Who is this? Statue of a man with a solemn visage stands watch here. Very nice. What this is? I guess still Eaglet Mountain? No? Eaglet Mountain 2, maybe? Central. Okay. Let us go back to the Clover Ruins. Let us get another save in. Ooh, it feels so good. It feels so good. What are we at? 34 to 50. I could smack. So the way that these guardian things work is you can just let's see. So he's maxed out. Let's see how Demon Cats is doing. Yes, I'd rather max him out with the thing. We also need to level up. We'll do, I think it was what? Let's do a little bit of, because we're coming up on the closure here of the episode, so let's do a little cleanup. We will run back. I wonder if we can get back in that way. We may have to take the long way around, in which case I'll do it off the episode. Or, well, I'm not recording, so if we go back here, we're already good on saves. Is our boy still there? Nope. He left. There's clearly something here. These guys... Okay, they can't hurt each other. I was going to crack up there for a moment. Alright, so we want to go back down this way. Oh, okay. Alright, and that maxes out that one, which is good. Definitely feel like we're forgetting something in there. I'm sure we are. But that's fine. Alright, so now we have 2 of these maxed out. This game does not capture its mouse window the best, so sometimes I screw up and just click out randomly. Alright, let's, we got Demon Cats maxed out. Yep. Let's check on this armor again and make sure our stats line up. I think we said we needed 1 const, 2 int, something like that. 1 int, 2 con. And then for the next sword is strength. Okay, so 1 strength, 1 int, 2 con. Honestly, the sword is... I don't know. Let's see, we're going to switch back to... This might not be a bad one to level up, to be honest. The proficiency one, I'm not sure if we really need to. I think I'm just going to get it to level 5 real quick so we have it. This is already maxed out. I guess there's really no point doing that. I don't think you get anything for maxing out a weapon's proficiency. XP is probably the next one we'll grind, and I'll probably equip that. Charisma, I think, is just your sale price of stuff to the store, so... Alright, we said 1 int, 2 con, 1 strength. I think that gets most of what we need. Let's go check the store again real quick. So we're good on the longsword, which we could get. I'm guessing that goes up once we get our proficiency further out. Large shield, we need 1 more reflex. One more reflex and 1 more int. 1 more reflex. And 1 more int for the next helmet. Alright, so we'll do reflex and int, finish up this level, and then we just need to level up our mind to get that helmet. I'm guessing that there's going to be an area we're coming up upon soon where lightning is going to be the needed resistance. So, what do we say? Int and reflex? Okay. Alright, so that should put us in a good place for our next few levels. Or for the next gear that we're aiming for. We just need to grind out some, so yeah, we're good there. And we're good there. Okay, so now, wow, that shield, it's not bad. Really what we want, though, is we want the scale armor. The 36 defense is hard to sniff at. We'll go ahead. We don't need the fire crystal equipped anymore. 4 of those should be good. Okay, let's go smack some monsters as we do our little outro. So yeah, this was a pretty good episode. Good to come back. The I'll just need to remember. I don't think I'm gonna. Most of the stuff I've been kind of attending to at a nice out of country vacation that took a couple of weeks, along with just some other stuff that was kind of taking up a lot of time. So Ghostwire, I kind of had a backlog on. This boy, hopefully it won't go as long in between recording the episodes for this. They've been coming out pretty steadily, but recording-wise, I just don't want to do that. Switch back to, oh gosh, what did I just do? Okay, good. Let's not waste any more money. Look at all this money just in the grass. What are y'all doing? Just leaving money in the grass, y'all. But yeah, gonna try and remember that we need to, honestly, I'll probably just watch the end of it. That's usually the best way to keep up, is just to peep back. So we'll teleport back out to that central part of Eaglet Mountain. I have a feeling... There we go, there's our level. I have a strong feeling I forgot something in Eaglet Mountain. I guess it was that way we couldn't walk, right? Because we got the treasure chest. We still need to do story time. So I guess we'll go do that before we end the episode. Because getting the Eaglet stuff. But yeah, getting through that mountain was good. We got through the woods. That was good. All things considered, a pretty healthy episode. Let's also... And I'll make it, it's a little bit longer. This one's a little bit longer for both you and me. I don't mind going a little longer on a good game. Let's see. So we're going to switch to you. Okay. Wow. That seems like much higher than the other ones. Maybe we should have done Demon Cats, or maybe we should have done the little Guardian level up thing on this guy. I feel like that was the highest one we've seen so far. I could definitely be wrong, though. Okay. We've got our stuff equipped. We've got our spells. We've got all of our stuff. Let's end with the way we end most of these episodes. A little bit of story time. A little bit of lore. A little bit of lore time. Alright, tabulae. Sacred Sword and Maiden. Sacred Sword and Maiden. Allow me to discuss the particulars of the Sacred Sword, Dragon Slayer. Dragon Slayer is the name of the legendary blade used by a brave hero to fell the Dragon King Galsus. Long ago, when the sword first emerged in lore, it was presumed to be the incarnation of a sainted hero whose desire to destroy evil had manifested in physical form. Yet the ability to vanquish evil is not the only magic it holds. At full strength, the sword also protects the wielder, even granting unto them the utmost triumphs. Because of this power, the royal family feared that the sword would fall into the hands of wicked people, much like the crowns. Interesting little backstory on the crowns there. In order to safeguard the sacred sword, therefore, its whereabouts were kept secret from the public with extreme care. One other rumor concerning the care of the sacred sword that I am unable to confirm is its connection to the sacred maiden's seal. For after Princess Fleurette took the sacred sword with her, okay, so that she must not be the one out there. They found her location and she has the sword. So clearly we got to do a beatdown with this Black Bride and Galsus once more with that sword once we find her. I'm guessing that's why all these people resurrecting are coming back. The final whereabouts of the Holy Blade were lost to all records. I guess not. Regarding the Sacred Maiden's seal, maintaining the spell is quite the arduous task indeed. From the day they turn 16, those children are appointed to the role of standing guard over the seal, imprisoning the devil until their successor becomes of age. For centuries, there has been a steady continuation of the role since Galsus was sealed. Very interesting. In order to fulfill such obligation, I have heard it is necessary that the royal family's eldest daughter is put through arduous training to become a sword maiden from the moment of her birth. Sounds like 40k. It is no exaggeration in my eyes to say that they shouldered a great burden to maintain peace in Xanadu. That is, until this unfortunate role was put to an end, more specifically when it was passed to Princess Fleurette. It says that the sacred sword and the sacred maiden seal are related. I'd love to hear Princess Fleurette's tale if she were alive to tell it. Oh, that's right. Before I forget, here's a packed lunch. I made sure to make nice and nutritious. So don't forget to eat it. That time it tripped me up on purpose. Very nice. And we'll read some of these memoirs. Filial Crow's Moon, 3rd, 1215. Today my tutor praised me quite highly. Very soon I'll have the ability to best my sister. It's been 3 years since then. Even though I wasn't really much to look at before, I've grown a considerable amount. I'm still not as good as my sister. Her magical prowess and swordplay are yet out of my reach, but it won't be long before I surmount those final hurdles. That time will come. 'Tis just a little bit longer. In order to prepare for when the time comes, I think I need to keep applying myself like this. Okay, that's a short one. 14th day of the demigod's moon, year 1216. Today is our 16th birthday. At long last, the time has come. My sister and I together have a very important task today. No matter the outcome of today's events, there is nothing we can do to change it. 'Tis the fate we were born into. Yet I hope the goddess of fate has heard my prayers and will choose me in place of my sister. While the thought scares me, 'tis what I fervently desire. I've done everything in order to swing the pendulum in my favor. Well, I suppose I must get going then. When I return to this room, I wonder exactly what feelings I'll hold in my heart. See, it sounds like the sickly sister and the normal sister both had to become sword maidens who will watch over the sword, but the older sister, which one is writing these, is hoping that her ill sister is not chosen. Sounds like she may have, though. Just based off of the way this stuff has been going down. Anything we want to store? No, I think we're pretty good. All right, well, I think we started a little rough. We definitely started a little rough as I was getting lost in the maze, but we made our way through it. We, I think I've made some good progress on this one. We'll resume in the central part of Eaglet Mountain when we return and figure out more about this whole princess sword endeavor. If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing, all those types of interactions. They help the channel a great deal, and I appreciate it nonetheless. Other than that, thanks for watching, y'all, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.